Hello, and thank you for your interest in the AEGIS Research Division. This video will go over ARD's various duties on the border and some information that you should know before applying for the AEGIS Research Division. To start off with this guide, we will begin with our basic duties during protocols and what to do within said duties in given scenarios. During protocol processing, ARD are responsible for screening civilians at the gate. This is called bid duties, and it is one of ARD's top priority posts. During bid duties, an ARD will approach an incoming wastelander and tell them they have 5 seconds to click a bin or leave. They are to comply with this demand and be terminated when their time is up. Do keep in mind, however, that some wastelanders are not friendly. While some wastelanders may be hostile or not compliant, there are some wastelanders that will help ARD when needed. Wastelanders can bring ore mined from places like Zone 14, an area which we will cover later, and batteries to be built or received from battery drops within the wasteland. Due to it being common sense, the wastelander will need to be paid for their services. Prices of these valuables will be taught to you if you manage to pass our application, and can fluctuate within time. Keep in mind that we do not accept certain things, such as regular stone or empty batteries. These are to be turned away immediately. Protocol outbreak and protocol infection. These are ARD's most demanding duties. ARD gains near complete control of the entire facility with one goal: eliminate any and all signs of an infection within the facility and out in the wasteland. The AEGIS Research Division will impose a quarantine within the facility to prevent the infection from spreading into the border complex. Subdivisions help to secure and protect the border during this time, while regular personnel are required to go to the hangar. During protocol infection and protocol outbreak, regular AEGIS personnel are required to get against the wall to prevent the spread of any infections that are on site. Within this time, ARD will have 2 duties: get any and all regular AEGIS personnel to the hangar to be placed under quarantine and cured from the viral infection on site, and to secure and contain the virus out in the wasteland, curing ongoing wastelanders in the process. Due to the large size of the site, it can take up to 45 minutes for an all clear to be called. After this is called, not many know what happens next, as none of them survive. Protocol meltdown is the rarest protocol a researcher could handle within the site, but even we can fail objectives. Protocol meltdown is initiated when the internal reactor heat gets past degrees Kelvin and is imminent to explode, taking everything around it with it. Though, before we tell you how to handle the event, let's explain what can cause the scenario, and what to do in the process, and how to stop and prevent these causes. There are 2 main causes of a reactor meltdown, one of which being a raiding onslaught, the other being neglection of the reactor.
As an ARD, you must make sure both do not happen under any circumstances.
After a raid or attack, it is your immediate priority to turn reactor coolant on. After this is completed, you want to make sure to get the coolant down as fast as possible in case any more raiders show up. Luckily, there is a heat release valve to make the cool down process go quicker. The valve will no longer work underneath a certain temperature and will automatically turn off at said temperature. Since the cool down process takes time, it is best to monitor the temperature until it reaches a stable level to be left alone. If any more raiders were to show up, they are to be dealt with accordingly. That being
sanitized through execution. Now that that's out of the way, dealing with a meltdown event is really simple. You are to gather all AEGIS personnel into the processing lanes and form them into a line, to which the gate is to be opened by site control personnel. After the gates are open, all within the lines are to make their way towards the evacuation train, which is located within the wasteland. Those who are not on the train will perish from the blast.
Like most divisions, ARD can go out into the wasteland on a patrol. Those with the rank can organize these patrols around the wasteland. During these patrols, ARD members cure infected individuals around the wasteland and clear common areas of raiders.
MRT,
SAU, and can attend these patrols to help ARD complete their duties as well as keep the wasteland free of raiders. During these patrols, ARD and those assisting them can go on an ore run, which is the collection of fedorolite ore in the radiation-infested site known as Zone 14. The ore mined from Zone 14 is the same ore that is used to fuel the reactor on site. Getting this ore means that you can help easily prevent blackouts and emergency power activations on site and keep the reactor fueled and the power on.
The primary focus of the AEGIS Research Division is the constant research and documentation of infections that can be found across the site in the wasteland. It is our job to ensure that we can do this without error, as failure can lead to absolute catastrophe and mass loss of life. To ensure the health of all personnel on site, the AEGIS Research Division utilizes various medical equipment to develop treatments for these pathogens. The AEGIS Research Division is also tasked with the research of new technologies to benefit the corporation. Some technologies the AEGIS Research Division utilizes are more dangerous than others. To further our efforts in researching pathogens, creating treatments to pathogens, and developing new technologies, members of the AEGIS Research Division relies on the subjects from the Advanced Human Development Program. To ensure the safety of the personnel on site in case of an emergency, site control are required to oversee all experiments and ensure that the experiment is done safely. If you're interested in joining the AEGIS Research Division,
You must meet the following rank of senior operative. With this rank, you'll gain access to the application form released on the first of every month in the Divisional Shouts channel in the AEGIS Discord server. For more information about requirements to join ARD, check the Divisional Information channel. Upon application acceptance, you'll be admitted into the AEGIS Academy of Science and Technology, a rigorous academy to prepare all future ARD members. Do note, though, that all applications are not accepted and only qualified applicants will be allowed to proceed to the AAST.
thank you for your time.